कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं, बेर शबरी के जैसे खिला।
Sound check. Sound 112. Sound 112. Sound 112. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा विनाधरी विपुल मंगल दानशीले भक्तार्तिनाशिनी बिरंची हरीश वंदे कीर्ति प्रधे अखिल मनोरथ दे महादेव विद्या प्रदायिनी सरस्वती नौमि नित्यम्। हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी, मन ही मन शर्माओ मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे मैली चादर द्वार तुम्हारे आओ मैली चादर हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी, मन ही मन शर्मा मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे।
आवो आवो राधे श्याम, बोलो बोलो सीताराम। आओ आओ राधे श्याम, बोलो बोलो सीताराम। आओ आओ राधे श्याम, बोलो बोलो
श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ओम या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। ओम या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता या देवी सर्वभूतेषु कालीरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। हरि ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभ ओ रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभ। कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे भुलाते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे भुलाते नहीं। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभ ओ रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभ। कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभ ओ रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभ। कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं। गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं गोपियों तुम चाहते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभ, ओ राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभ। ओ कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं। माँ यशोदा की जैसे भुलाते नहीं, माँ यशोदा की जैसे भुलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभ, ओ राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभ, ओ राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभ, ओ राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम। हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण, जय राम राम राम। हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण, जय राम राम। हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण, जय राम राम राम। अयोध्यावासी श्री रामचंद्र आनंद रूपा, जय जय राम। अयोध्यावासी श्री रामचंद्र आनंद रूपा, जय जय राम। हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण, जय राम राम। हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण, जय राम राम। ओ माता यशोदा श्री कृष्ण चंद्र आनंद रूपा, जय जय राम। माता यशोदा श्री कृष्ण चंद्र आनंद रूपा, जय जय राम। हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण, जय राम राम। हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण, जय राम राम। कृष्ण मुरारी कुंज विहारी भवदुःखहारी, जय जय राम। ओ कृष्ण मुरारी कुंज विहारी भवदुःखहारी, जय जय राम। हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण, जय राम राम। हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण, जय राम राम। जय लक्ष्मी माता जय लक्ष्मी माता, जय लक्ष्मी माता जय जय माँ। जय दुर्गा माता जय दुर्गा माता, जय दुर्गा माता जय जय माँ। जय काली माता जय काली माता, जय काली माता जय जय माँ। ओ जय शिव शंकर जय शिव शंकर जय शिव शंकर बम बोला। ओ जय कृष्ण राम जय कृष्ण राम, जय कृष्ण राम गोविंद। हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण, जय राम राम। हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण, जय राम राम। हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण, गोपाल आनंद नंद गोपाल हे नंद नंद गोपाल आनंद नंद गोपाल हे नंद नंद गोपाल आनंद नंद गोपाल हे नंद नंद आनंद नंद रघुनंद नंद गोपाल हे नंद नंद आनंद नंद रघुनंद नंद गोपाल हे नंद नंद गोपाल आनंद नंद गोपाल हे नंद नंद गोपाल आनंद नंद हे नंद नंद गोपाल आनंद नंद गोपाल हे नंद नंद गोपाल आनंद नंद गोपाल हे नंद नंद आनंद नंद रघुनंद नंद गोपाल हे नंद नंद आनंद नंद रघुनंद नंद गोपाल हे नंद नंद गोपाल आनंद नंद गोपाल हे नंद नंद आनंद नंद रघुनंद नंद गोपाल हे नंद नंद गोपाल आनंद 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 नंद गोपाल आनंद नंद गोपाल आनंद नंद गोपाल
बोले श्रीमापति महादेव की जय। सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। प्रिय भक्तजन, beloved devotees and bhaktas, Shubh Swagatam and welcome to this evening's devotion. As we have already performed the Obedi Puja, worship and oblations to the respected Devis and Devatas, joining in beautiful kirtan, wonderful bhajans this evening, we are about to embark upon a beautiful journey through the depths of Sanatan Dharma. This evening, dedicating our katha to Bhagwan Sri Krishna, journeying through the depths of the golden pages of the Bhagavad Mahapuran. I invite you to please stand as you join in Aarti. Om Sajam Chavarati Samyuktam Vahinayuchitamaya Deepagrihan Devasya Trailokyatimirapaham Yani Tani Japapani Janme Hirtatani Cha Tani Tani Varashyanti Parakshana Prade Prade Jai 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 Bhagavatam 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 Jai Jai Bhagavata Bhagavan Ki Aarati पापियों को पाप से है आरती जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती, पापियों को पाप से है आरती। ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मुक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला। ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मुक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला। हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही, हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही, जग के मंगल की आरती, पापियों को पाप से है आरती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती, पापियों को पाप से है आरती। ये शांति दीप पावन पुनीत सा पोत मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्शन खाने वाला। ये शांति दीप पावन पुनीत सा पोत मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्शन खाने वाला। ये सुख करनी ये दुख हरनी, ये सुख करनी ये दुख हरनी, यह मधुसूदन की आरती, पापियों को पाप से है आरती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती, पापियों को पाप से है आरती। ये मधुर बोल जग पंत कोल सन, मांग निकाने वाला, बिगड़े को भगाने वाला। ये मधुर बोल जग पंत कोल सन, मांग निकाने वाला, बिगड़े को भगाने वाला। श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही, श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही, प्रभु के महिमा की आरती, पापियों को पाप से है आरती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती, पापियों को पाप से है आरती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती, पापियों को पाप से है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है आरती। एक बार बोले श्री कृष्ण भगवान की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की। You may have respectful seats this evening. बोले श्री उमापति महादेव की जय। प्रभक्तजन, This evening, as you are about to embark upon a beautiful katha, taken from the golden pages of Bhagavad Mahapuran, let us all draw our palms together. As you close your physical eyes, as you join in prarthna, in prayer to the divine. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om Bhagavan 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 हमें दया करो। श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमो नमः। ओम श्री गुरु चरण कमलेभ्यो नमो नमः। वक्रतुंडा महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गजाननं भूतगणारिसेवितं कपितजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पारपङ्कजम्। Salutation to Shri Krishna. Om Vasudevasutam Devam Kam Suchana Umardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bhande Jagadguru Mokam Karoti Vachalam Pangulam Gayati Girim Yat Kripatamaham Bande Paramananda Madhavam. Salutation Sri Holy Bhagavatam. Redhi Sedhi Data Sera Sadana Vadana Varanam Sumiro Badambara Marana Karana Ke लाल कहो गणपति कृपा निदान ज्ञान कहानी आनंद भवन देव मोहि वरदान बरनो भास भागवर्गरा। जय शिवानंद कंदा भूतनाथ भवभय हरणा भक्ति विशेष निवारा गौरवरण मंगल करना ये ब्रज चंद्र मुकुंदा ब्रजभूषण दूषण हरणा कहो भव भय पारना चरण शरण लियनंद करण। देव मोहि वरदान राधा वरसादन वरनम प्रेम भरी मुस्कान नित चित्त चित्त में कह रही लीला कुटिया ज्ञान के पीछ फिरत कहे ग्वाल बाल सा मोर मुकुट सिर पर रे शेष मुकुट कट पित पटा यहाँ छबिसो नंदलाल भाषा हो हृदयमरम श्री गुरु चरण सरोरज निज मन मुकुर सुना बरनो रघुबर विमजसु जोरायक परचा वो नहीं न तनु जानिके सुमिर उपवन कुमार बल बुरी वेद्या देव मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार धन्या बिंद्र नाम कहे धन्य गोकुल गाओ धन्य यह के रसे जना के जो सुमिरत राधे श्याम के जो सुमिरत राधे श्याम के जो सुमिरत राधे श्याम। एक बार बुरे श्री कृष्ण भगवान की। My dear friends, bhaktas, devotees, this evening a beautiful pravachan and a wonderful katha taken from the golden pages of the Bhagavad Mahapuran. Bhagwan Sri Krishna is in the very balak form, the form of a little child. And Sri Krishna, my dear friends and devotees, he's at that very tender age where he must become initiated. Many of us may ask the question, at what age should one become initiated? Or christened, as we commonly would say. At what age should the Guru Diksha Samskar be performed? According to Bhagavad Mahapuran, Bhagwan Shri Krishna is about to enter into the Gurukula ashram. He is about to begin his studies. At a very tender age, before a child begins his studies, that child should become initiated to follow the path of Dharma, to belong to a sect, to belong to a religion, to belong to a path that will lead that child to Mukti or Moksha. Long ago, you will remember that before a child will sit the SCA, or back in those days the common entrance exam, they would have been initiated just before. And Saraswati Puja and Ganesh Puja would have been performed as well for success. In today's world, we say, Baba, I'm leaving the child, and when he gets old, he will make his decision which path he wants to go. And you know what happens? When the child has no path to groom him and no scripture to guide him or her, then we end up in problems. Baba, where did I go wrong? My child is now going in a different path. He's going down a wrong road. He's doing adharmic things. What should I do? Our scriptures teaches us. We must have our children initiated to follow the path of dharma, the path of righteousness. Bhagwan Shri Krishna becomes initiated with the Guru by the name of Sandipani. It was customary in those days that the children of the priests, the Brahmanas, and the children of those of the royalty dynasty will go to the very same Gurukula ashram. The son of a noble Brahmana by the name of Sudama, he is now entering into Gurukula ashram together with Kanha Krishna. And as both of them goes to the Gurukula ashram of Sandipani, they are learning under the guidance of the Guru, Nitya Karma. What is Nitya Karma? The Katha tells to us this evening. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Bolo Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sandipani Guru Guraya Kasvakoram Kahayata Nitya Karama Jani Kaho Metatha Idam Prabhavaya Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Bolo Shri Krishna Sharanam. As Krishna Kanha, together with Sudama, they are within the Gurukula ashram. My dear friends and devotees, the Guru is teaching them Nitya Karma. Nitya Karma is the daily duty of a Hindu. And once they are learning their daily duties, the Guru sends Krishna and Sudama into the forest to gather sticks for Hawan. And what takes place? We listen. Guru Mata Charanaratam Naividya Akshatam Deha Samsara Ari Charitra Bhava Sandipani Manasa Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Bolo Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Prabhu Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Baba Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. एक बार बुरे श्री कृष्ण भगवान की. Krishna and Sudama, they enter into the very forest and they are searching for the sticks for Hawan. Nitya Karma is your daily duties. And what is your daily duty as a Hindu? Have you wondered about that? What is our daily duties as Hindus, my dear friends? Our daily duty as a Hindu is to get up in the morning. And what is the first thing you must do? When we get up in the morning, before placing our foot on the ground, we bow to the Prithvi Devyai Namaha. Mother, I seek your permission before placing my foot upon you. And then we perform purification. And we perform our Sandhya Puja and worship, where we will offer our jal and light our diya and perform our puja, etc. And then we will go about our daily duty, because your duty is your worship. And as we go about our daily duties, we serve God through the medium of serving mankind too, by performing our duties. The Nitya Karma of a Brahmana is to perform daily Havan of the Gayatri Havan. The Guru is teaching Sudama and Krishna that when one has to perform your rituals, you should gather your ingredients yourself. When you have to perform your puja and worship, you should gather your ingredients yourself. In the days world, what we just do? We go to the puja store with our list. And we ask him if I can get everything here in this list. And we get a PVC bamboo. But now I see they put in joint in it. Or we get a dry bamboo, spray painting green. We ask them if they can provide all the leaves. Or we get a now. Because Baba, when I do my nails to the puja, I can't put my hand in the gobar. You know, sometimes when you go to the puja, the nails so long. And when you give them the katura with the chanda, the nail reach and the finger reach. So you have to throw it in a leaf and say, press it so. Jai Bhagwan. We must prepare for our puja. We must take pride in going to gather your leaves to your puja. to prepare your bedi. If for some health reason or important reason you cannot do it, then seek help. But your puja doesn't begin when you sit by the bedi. The puja begins in the actual preparations of the puja. When does the puja begin? From the date you set the date for the puja, your puja has already begun. From that moment onwards, you begin to do what? To prepare for your puja. That is when the puja begins. So the Guru is teaching them to gather the sticks, to gather the samagri and ingredients. And as Krishna is running into the forest, Sudama is coming behind. But the Guru Mata calls already Kanha. But Kanha is running away in front. He cannot hear the Guru Mai. Why is he running in front? Krishna cannot wait to go into the forest to meet the cows. He wants to play with the cows. He's anxious to meet with them. And so he's running in front. And Sudama hears the Guru Mai calling. He runs back to her. And he says, Ma, I heard you calling Kanha, but he's way in front. Can I do something for you? And she says, no, Sudama. When you both go into the forest, you might become hungry. So I've prepared some parched rice. And I want you to take this and share it with Krishna in case you become hungry. The Guru Mata had a special love for Sudama and Krishna. The Guru Mata has a role to play just like the Guru for the welfare of the chelas, to ensure that they are well groomed. There are certain things sometimes you may not be able to get through the Guru, and you can talk to the Guru Mata. But sometimes people say, Baba, don't even know who's the Pandit wife. The Guru Mata has a role to play. And so the Guru Mata is playing her role by taking care of the chelas and the shishyas. And so Sudama takes the parched rice. Bowing to the feet of the Guru Mata, he runs behind Krishna. And as he runs behind Krishna, and he meets with Krishna, Krishna is playing with the cows. Sudama sits there, but Sudama is afraid of the cows. And while he's there, he's looking at how the cows are attracted to Krishna, and how Krishna is dancing with the cows. And while he's dancing with the cows are well enchanted by the bhasuri he plays. Sudama sits there and he too is mesmerized by the sound of the bhasuri. That Sudama sits there and while he's looking at Kanha, he begins to sing. He begins to sing for Krishna. And so, tonight whilst we sit here, and whilst we imagine that Kanha playing with the cows so beautifully, we glorify the divine Lord.
Gopala, Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala. Gopala, Gopala, Devaki Nandana 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 Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala. As Kanha plays with the cows, my dear friends and devotees, and why is it glorified? Sudama is singing to Krishna. This evening we sing to Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala. I'm hearing the people on my right, but I'm not hearing the people on my left too well. Well, you know my left ear don't hear too good, eh? So you raise your volume a little bit.
Gopala, Devaki Nandana. It is said, my dear friends and devotees, that when we glorify Krishna and we sing the praises of Krishna, you know what happens? All of our problems are no longer when we sing from our hearts. They see them with love and devotion. We chant to the divine Lord. We glorify Him. We say, thank you, Bhagwan, for the gift of life. Thank you, Bhagwan, for all of the wonderful things that you have blessed us with. But most importantly, today we sing for Krishna. Why? Thank you, Bhagwan, for our opportunity to sit today as a family and to pray and to glorify you with love, with devotion together. Gopala, Gopala, Devaki Nandana 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 Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala, Gopala, Devaki Nandana, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana, Devaki Nandana Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana 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 Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana. एक बार बोले कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की. Krishna, my dear friends, once he plays with the cows, the rain begins to fall. He's in the forest. Sudama is mesmerized because he could hear the birds chirping. He could feel the peace in the atmosphere. Whenever we're in puja and worship, we should feel peaceful. Isn't that so? We must feel that peace, that love, and that devotion. The rain begins to fall. And once the rain begins to fall, Krishna runs beneath a banyan tree. Sudama runs on the other side. The tree is so huge. And while he is there, Kanha begins to play the basuri. He leans on the tree and is playing the basuri. And all of the cows gather to listen. The birds come on the branch and they are listening. Sudama is on the other end and he's listening to how beautiful the basuri sound. The basuri of Krishna has 5 holes, representing the 5 senses. When Kanha plays the basuri, he charms the body and the senses. And so, Sudama is on the other end. But Sudama begins to feel hungry. And as he begins to feel hungry, he remembers the pat rice that the Guru Mai has sent. And Sudama begins to eat this rice. But while he's eating the rice, it's tasting good. And when something is tasting good, what you just do? Better belly bust than good thing. Jai Bhagwan. Sudama mouth is filled with the pat rice. And Krishna on the other end, he starts to feel hungry now. So Krishna is studying, if I am hungry, then Sudama, my bhaiya, must be hungry too. How many of us in today's world just think about others when you are hungry? How many of us just think about the other people in the house when you go in the pot?
We say man who reach first, Jai Bhagwan. But last man belly, oh, you don't know that one? Last man belly full. My dear friends, Krishna is studying, Sudama must be hungry. He calls Are Bhaiya, but Sudama cannot answer. Why? His mouth is filled with the pot rice. He calls Bhaiya Sudama. Sudama doesn't answer. He decides to climb up the tree. And as he looks on the other side, he sees Sudama with his mouth filled with the pot rice. He isn't angry because this is the Leela of Krishna to teach us the lessons for life. He begins to laugh. And as he starts to laugh, Sudama looks up and he sees Kanha. He holds his mouth. And Krishna says, Sudama, Bhaiya, don't worry. You eat. Papa vedi bhojan. But remember one thing. One day to come, you will have to bring back that rice to me. Karma pradhan ek samrata, it is karma. The rice which was given for us and you ate all, you will have to pay it back to me one day to come. Do not worry. Our scripture teaches us karma. What goes around, comes around. And so, Sudama and Krishna, as the rain stops, they both return to the Gurukula ashram. Studying their scriptures, becoming well learned. Both Krishna and Sudama is advanced in age. Krishna is now the king of Dwarka. And Sudama, my dear friends and devotees, Sudama is married and he has a beautiful dulahin and children. But Sudama is poor. And once he is poor, my dear friends, Krishna, on the other hand, is the king of Dwarka. And so, every day Sudama will tell his wife about his friend Krishna, who is the king. About their pastime in the Gurukula ashram. And Krishna will tell his servants about his friend Sudama. How they were not just friends, but they were like brothers. In today's world, we have friends. And then we have friends. We have friends when they are in need. Remember last night Katha? With Sugriv and Hanuman? They know you well. And when you are in need, well, it's just indeed. But a friend should be, a friend in need is a friend. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Krishna and Sudama is apart, but their friendship is still there. They still have love for each other and understanding. And so, the dulahin of Sudama, she calls Sudama. And what does she tell to Sudama? Katha tells to us this evening. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Bolo Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Bolo Sri Krishna Sharanam. Chana krito Sudhama kripaya sate Sarvamani napati Krishna Raja Naraha Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama
Bolo Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Sudama, wife, tells to him, O Sudama, you talk so great and so highly about Krishna, who is the king of Dwarka. We are here and we are hungry. We don't have food to eat. Some of you may remember those days. She says, why don't you go to your Krishna for help? Hare Krishna will help you. And so, the beautiful Dulahin, come forward. The beautiful Dulahin of Sudama, she says, journey to Dwarka, seek the help of Krishna. Sudama doesn't listen to her. But she says, Sudama, do not go for me. Do not go for yourself. But go for our children. They are hungry. Sudama felt as though something has touched his heart. The things you will not do for yourself, you will do it for your children. And so, Sudama immediately gathers some clothes. And while he is doing such, the Dulahin goes next door to the neighbor. She borrows some rice. And very quickly she begins to patch this rice, placing it in a little cloth. Sudama comes out. He hugs his children. And as he goes before his Dulahin, she says, Sudama, I want you to take this rice. And I want you to carry to Krishna and tell him that I have sent this for him. It was customary in those days that whenever you are visiting someone, you will take something for them. I'm sure you can remember those days. Long time when family coming by here, they would always bring something, isn't that so? Zabuka in season, you're sure to get 2 zabuka. Nowadays, you might have to pay 25 for one. Long ago, whenever we go to visit our friends and family, we'll always take something. Long ago, whenever we go to attend a puja, we'll always take something to the puja. Some sugar, maybe some flowers, whatever it may be, for your blessing and darshan. This comes from our scriptures. And so Sudama goes to the altar. He prays to Bhagwan Sri Vishnu, O Prabhu, may you protect my home. May you protect my family as I journey to Dwarka. May I reach there safely and may I return safely, O Lord. Reminding us tonight again that before embarking upon any journey in life, we should seek the blessing of Bhagwan. And so, Krishna, he's in Dwarka. He sits upon the beautiful throne. And Sudama is about to leave home. He is journeying to beautiful Dwarka.
Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Bolo Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Baba Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Prabhu Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Bolo Sri Krishna.
एक बार बोले कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की. Sudama is journeying to Dwarka. But while he is journeying, my dear friends, he's thinking about the past time with Krishna. He's thinking about the wonderful time spent in the Gurukula ashram. But then he wonders, would Krishna remember me? So many years have passed. Would Krishna remember me? When years pass by, my dear friends and devotees, sometimes we wonder if our friends remember us. Isn't that so? Sometimes when we see a friend after a while, they can't remember us. Maybe after the lockdown. Jai Bhagwan. And worse yet, if they go away for 6 months, when they come back, they ask you, who are you? Sudama is wondering, would Krishna remember me? And once he's journeying to Dwarka, he remembers the beautiful pastime. And while he remembers the past time, he begins to praise Krishna. And while he sings praises to Krishna, Sudama, my dear devotees and bhaktas, he finally sees this beautiful mahal, a beautiful kingdom. And as he enters into Dwarka, he goes at the very gateway. And there he sees the guard, the servant. But remember, Sudama is poor. He is dressed in ragged looking like clothes. So while he reached there, the guard says, listen, today we are not giving charity. He says, I'm not here to beg. I'm here to meet with my friend, Krishna. I'm here to meet with my friend, Krishna. The guard begins to laugh. He says, are you speaking about the king? Are you speaking about Krishna who sits on the throne, Bhagwan? He says, yes, that's my friend. The guard begins to laugh. He says, I'm going inside to tell Krishna, but I'm sure he doesn't even know who you are. What is your name? And he says, my name is Sudama. And he's laughing and he's going. He says, a friend of the king should be dressed appropriately and with beautiful clothing. You are dressed in ragged clothing. We must never judge the book by its. Oh, you well know that one. We must never judge a book by its cover, my dear friends and devotees. And so, as Krishna is sitting on the throne, and Sudama is waiting at the gateway to meet with his Lord. While he waits to meet with Krishna, he stands there and he isn't studying anything, but he begins to chant the Mahamantra. When you want to meet with your Lord and Master, Bhagavatam teaches us, chant the Mahamantra. We all want to meet with Krishna. But when would we meet with Krishna? At the end of this cycle of life. And once we are on this journey that is called life, waiting to meet with Krishna, we should chant the Mahamantra. The Mahamantra frees us from the sorrow of this Mahamaya, this world of illusion. What is the Mahamantra?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. With love and devotion. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Ramayana teaches us, my dear friends and devotees, Bare bhagya manusya tanu pavar, human body is the greatest gift from God, and we must use it to serve God. Tonight we serve God by chanting His name. Now da bhakti in Ramcharitramanas, Bhagwan Shri Ram tells to Sevre Maya, Kirtanam, chanting my name alone, you can attain mukti. By Nam Smaranam, remembering my name, you can attain salvation. Tonight we are given the opportunity to chant the name of God. Tonight we are given the opportunity to use this body to serve God by singing, by clapping, and by glorifying. Bhagavan has blessed us with this sharir. Use it to serve God. This evening we clap, we glorify. We pay plenty money to massage tapping points in your hand to heal your body. Isn't that so? But when we come to satsang and we clap, the pressure that is placed in your hands, it activates all the tapping points in your hands and it heals the body. But when you finish clap, if your hands are not red, you didn't clap hard enough. Tonight, if you want to heal this body, this mind, and attain mukti, join with me. Sing together, clap and glorify. Together, with love, with devotion.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
एक बार बोले कृष्ण भगवान की. Sudama is there, but he chants the Maha Mantra. He is waiting to meet with Krishna. As the guard goes into the kingdom and he sees the Lord sitting on the throne, he says, Bhagwan, and he's laughing. He says, there's a man at the gate dressed in ragged clothing and he claims to know you. He says his name is Sudama. Krishna Bhagwan didn't wait to hear another word. He jumped down from the throne and started to run to the gateway barefooted. Everyone is looking in amazement. The Lord is running barefooted to meet a man in ragged clothing. Is that the Sudama he talks about? And as he reaches there, he meets Sudama. He hugs Sudama. And tears begin to flow from the eyes of Krishna. And tears begin to flow from the eyes of Sudama. Tears of joy. He's happy to meet his friend. Sudama is so happy to see that his friend is successful, to see that his friend is the king, to see that his friend is living comfortable. Sudama is happy to see all of the luxury that Krishna has. In today's world, when we see our friends becoming successful, tears just flow from our eyes too. Isn't that so? But the question is it tears of joy and contentment and happiness? Or is it tears of jealousy and hatred? We live in an age where we have to wonder. We live in an age where when some friends see friends becoming successful, we try to do what? Pull them down. My dear devotees, whenever you see a friend becoming successful or anyone, be happy for them. You know why? Katha will teach you later down. Be happy for that friend because your day is coming too. You too will become successful. Today is for me, but tomorrow is for you. Your success is coming too. Have faith in God. Have confidence in God that you too will become successful one day. He's happy for Krishna. Krishna hugging Sudama, both Krishna and Sudama, my dear friends and devotees, they are going into the kingdom. And as they go into the kingdom, Krishna, he tells his servant, organize clothes for Sudama. Sudama, you had a long journey. Go and refreshen yourself. Come sit and papawe bhojan. Let us have food. When someone comes to your home, how should we treat them? The Lord is teaching. Sanatan Dharma teaches us, Atiti Devo Bhava. Your guest is your God. Our elders would always teach us that, isn't that so? When someone comes to your home, if it is the last mouthful of food you have and you're hungry, what you should do? Offer it to the person. Because when that person eats in your home, it leaves a blessing of barakat and prosperity in your house. This is why Sanatana Dharma teaches us when we have puja, we will always give food, anadhan. We give food. It is a blessing, my dear friends. And so, Sudama sits on one end of the table and Krishna is on the other. Many different dishes are placed there. And Sudama, he's hungry, but he cannot eat. Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever felt like that? You are hungry, but you can't eat? Krishna is on the other end and he says, Bhaiya, papawe bhojan na. And Sudama looks at the food and tears begin to flow from his eyes. Why? He's thinking, how could I eat all of this beautiful food? And my family is at home and they are hungry. Bhagwan Krishna knows what is going through the mind of Sudama, but it's the Leela. He knows what is going through the mind of Sudama. And he said, Bhaiya, please eat na. And Krishna, as he looks at Sudama, Sudama tastes the food to please his friend. But he's studying, my family's at home and they are hungry. How many of us, when we are outside and we stop by the doubles man, we just study the children at home and the other people at home? And then how many of us have stopped by the doubles man and we say, man, I'm going to do 2 doubles here, yes? Doubles price raise. Sudama sits on one end of the table. And after papawing the bhojan, they both sit together and they are thinking and speaking about the beautiful times they have spent in the Gurukul ashram. And whilst they are sitting there, everyone is looking at this friendship. That after so many years, they could still see the love and connection between these two. And so, the beautiful song describes to us the love of a friendship.
कोई जब राह न पाए मेरे संग आए के पग पग दीप जलाए मेरी दोस्ती मेरा प्यार मेरी दोस्ती मेरा प्यार कोई जब राह न पाए मेरे संग आए के पग पग दीप जलाए मेरी दोस्ती मेरा प्यार मेरी दोस्ती मेरा प्यार.
My dear friends and devotees, who is your best friend? Have you ever thought about that? Who is your best friend in today's world? Who should be our friend? We chant the beautiful mantra, Tumeva Mata Chapita, Tumeva Bandhu Chasaka Tumeva. God, you are my mother, my father, my friend and companion, everything unto me. Your best friend, my dear devotees and bhaktas, should be Bhagavan Krishna. Your best friend should be God. Sometimes we have friends and when we have problems, you say, Baba, tell my best friend. And by the time you reach Rosilak, everybody know your problem. Isn't that so? But when you tell Krishna your problem, he doesn't tell anyone. He lifts you out of your problems, my dear devotees and bhaktas. And so, the Katha teaches us that we should begin to create a friendship with God. And when should we begin to create that friendship with God? Tonight, not tomorrow, for tomorrow may never come. Tonight we should create that friendship with God. Tonight we should begin to talk to God. Many times we ask the question, Baba, what mantra to say to God? And you know what I tell people? Simply sit and talk to God from your heart. God knows all language. Sit and talk to God from your heart and tell God your problems. Thank God for everything He has done for you. That is the greatest mantra. Sanskrit is so difficult. Sometimes you sit and you try to chant the mantra, and instead you say, Bhagwan, come. You say, Bhagwan, go far. It is so difficult. And if you don't know the language, that's okay. Simply talk to God from your heart, not from the lips. Sometimes we chant the mantras and we chant from the lips. Chant from your heart. Talk to God not from your lips but from your heart. And tell God your problem. Create a friendship with God. And my dear friends and devotees, begin to create that beautiful path to Mukti, to meet with your Krishna, just as Sudama has met with his Lord.
जीवन का यही नादस्तूर, प्यार बिन अकेला खिला मजदूर, दोस्ती को माने तो सब दुख दूर, दोस्ती को माने तो सब दुख दूर। कोई कहे दूर न खाए, मेरे संग आए, के पग पग दीप जलाए, मेरी दोस्ती मेरा प्यार, मेरी दोस्ती मेरा प्यार। कोई जब राह न पाए, मेरे संग आए, के पग पग दीप जलाए, मेरी दोस्ती मेरा प्यार, मेरी दोस्ती मेरा प्यार, मेरी दोस्ती मेरा प्यार।
Krishna and Sudama sitting beautifully, enjoying their conversation. You know, when you meet a friend after a long time, what has happened? We begin to talk and we forget about time. Because there are so much good things and so many things that happens in life that we want to share with our friends. But let us take a minute and make one moment in life to create that friendship with God. To tell God your problems, to tell God your happiness, to share every moment with God. Sudama is about to leave the kingdom. But Krishna, remember, he knows everything. He says, Sudama, I'm sure that you have something for me. Sudama looks at the kingdom and he doesn't say yes, he doesn't say no. You know why? He's feeling ashamed. The food is placed in golden plates. I have some patch rice in a ragged cloth. Remember when he was in school? And the children would bring the nice mac and cheese. And you had a piece of fry aloo and roti wrapped up in a piece of flour bag. And if you didn't shame to take it out, so you shove your head by the bag and you eat it easy. Jai Bhagwan. Sudama is feeling like that. Sudama, my dear friends, he places his hand in the pocket and he's thinking twice. But Krishna is insisting. And as he pulls out the ragged cloth and he hands it to Krishna, Krishna bows to it. And he opens it. He sees the parched rice, he begins to laugh. You know why? He says, Sudama Bhaiya, you remember in the Gurukul Ashram, when you ate all of the parched rice and I told you, Bhaiya, one day will come, you will return it? Today is that day. Karma Pradhanik Samrata. Whenever we take something from someone that doesn't belong to us, we have to pay for it, you know, one day to come. Everything we do, we have to pay for it. And believe me, my dear friends, when you read Garu Puran, it's better you pay for it here than you carry day to pay for. We will learn that in Pitripaksh. And so, my dear friends and devotees, he says, Karma Pradhanik Samrata. The karma is playing itself here, Sudama. And Krishna greedily is eating this parched rice as though he hasn't ate anything for days. And everybody's looking, but there's so much mithai and bhojan here. And he's eating this mere parched rice from a ragged cloth so greedily. You know why? He looks at all of the servants and he tells to them why. Why is he eating this rice so greedily? Why is he enjoying this rice from a ragged cloth when he's a king? They cut her tells to us this evening.
Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Bolo Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Bolo Shri Krishna Sharanam. Prana prasaram प्रतिहरणं नित्य नित्य विवेक विचम जप से हृदय और प्रेम कुरुवादान ममारवा श्री कृष्णा शरणं मम श्री कृष्णा शरणं मम श्री कृष्णा शरणं मम बोलो श्री कृष्णा शरणं मम प्रभु श्री कृष्णा शरणं मम प्रभु श्री कृष्णा शरण।
एक बार बोले कृष्ण भगवान की। Krishna looks at all of his disciples as servants and he tells to them that this prasadam is prepared with great love and devotion. Krishna Bhagwan teaches us tonight that whenever we have to prepare our prasad, we should prepare it our own self. You know why? Sometimes a friend, a family might help you. You know that they are fasting. You know that they are doing it with the correct mind frame. And sometimes we wait for someone to come because they make the best prasad. And Jai Bhagwan. Are you sure Bhagwan is going to eat it? Did the person fast properly? We must fast before preparing our prasad. Sometimes they come to help you, not all the time, but sometimes. But with what type of mind frame? I remember once going to a puja and the man said, Baba, start the prayers. What time you going to need the prasad? I said, well, maybe about an hour down the road. He said, well, the man to make the prasad went in a farewell last night and he go wake up a little late. Then he go come to make the prasad. And when I see Mamu coming to make the prasad, Ram Nam Satya Hai. My dear friends and devotees, we must prepare our prasad. Don't mind if it come out lumpy. You make it with love and devotion. You're not making it to please anybody. You are making it to offer to God. And if it come out like choke and dead, you know it have something like that. Don't worry about that. Because you are not making it to please anybody again, but you are making it for God. Bhagwan doesn't want what looks good for everybody else. He wants what is prepared with love. Sometimes we prepare a big tariya mitai and we stand in the line to Charhawe and we look at the people with a little tariya with 2 bananas. And we say, oh God, well, Bhagwan could well accept mine. I wonder if he could eat yours. We see this, you know. Ganesh Utsav have long line to Charhawe. And you see some people, Baba, you see the nice tari I bring for Lord Ganesh? I'm sure he accepting this. I'm not saying no, he won't. Once it's prepared with love and devotion. But do not have abhiman in what you do. He will equally accept the one that is very simple. Because likewise it's prepared with love and devotion. Prepare what you could afford. Prepare what you could afford. Many people will say, Baba, I cannot afford certain things. I say, Bait, prepare what you could afford. God doesn't want you hanging your heart where you can't reach. Do what you could do. But do it from your heart. That is what is most important. He eats the parched rice. And then Sudama says, Bhaiya, it is time for me to leave. It's getting dark. And as Sudama is leaving again, Krishna, he hugs Sudama. And they are walking out the kingdom. And as he reaches the gateway, he embraces Sudama. And as he hugs Sudama, Sudama bows to the feet of Krishna. His heart is overflowing with joy. You know why? He met his Lord, Krishna. How many of us, when we meet our Lord, we leave with our hearts overflowing with joy? But the question is, where do we meet our Lord and when do we meet God? When we go to the mandir, when we go to puja, when we go to satsang, we are there to meet the presence of God. And when we leave these places, we should leave feeling energized, happy, positive, not distressed. We should feel happy. Place everything in the hands of Krishna. When you reach in the yajna, when you reach at the mandir, leave your problems, Bhagwan will deal with it. And you enjoy the satsang. Enjoy the time with God. You know why? We don't know how much time we will get again or how much time we have again to join and praying to God and glorifying God. And so his heart is overflowing with joy as he leaves the kingdom. He glorifies Krishna. He's dancing. Imagine that. He went walking and worrying if Krishna will remember him. And when he leaves now, he leaves happy. He's dancing and he's going. And why does he dance? He glorifies Shri Krishna.
Diko Bindravan mein kunj mein sri naache Nanda Kumar. Diko Bindravan mein kunj mein sri naache Nanda Kumar. Naache Nanda Kumar Kanaya, o naache Nanda Kumar. Naache Nanda Kumar Kanaya, o naache Nanda Kumar. Dekho Bindravan mein kunj mein sri naache Nanda Kumar. मोर मुकुट सिर ऊपर सोहे गल के फूलन की हार. मोर मुकुट सिर ऊपर सोहे गल के फूलन की हार. प्रीतांबर के प्रीतांबर जमे मुररी गर सुंदर. देखो बिंद्रावन में कुंज में श्री नाचे नंद कुमार. वीणा तर मृदंगा बाजे बाजे भंगा सितार. वीणा तर मृदंगा बाजे बाजे भंगा सितार. जन जन तन तन मोरा बरज में कर कंचर दंगा. और को बिंद्रावन में कुंज में श्री नाचे नंद कुमार. नाचे नंद कुमार कन्हैया, ओ नाचे नंद कुमार. नाचे नंद कुमार कन्हैया, ओ नाचे नंद कुमार. देखो बिंद्रावन में कुंज में श्री नाचे नंद कुमार. देखो बिंद्रावन में कुंज में श्री.
Sudama, my dear friends and devotees, he's singing, he's glorified, he isn't studying anything. But as he almost reached home, he remembers something. Anybody knows what Sudama remember? What Sudama went to Dwarka for? Jai Bhagwan. Anyway, in the Katha you hear he asks Krishna for anything? He now remembers that I went to Dwarka to ask the Lord for help, but I didn't ask for anything. He's worrying now. When I reach home, what is going to take place? Uncle, when Auntie Sanyani Goshri, Paponga Dal, And he reached home with everything else, but not the ponga dal. What has happened? Jai Bhagwan. My dear friends and devotees, he's wondering what will happen when I reach home. And so Sudama, he says, you know what? I leave everything in the hands of Krishna. I leave everything in the hands of Bhagwan. And so he continues to dance. And what takes place? As he is dancing, my dear friends and devotees, and is closely to home, he begins to worry more. Why? He doesn't see the little kutia. He doesn't see the little mahal that he had. You know what he sees? A huge mahal. The little kutia that he had, he called it his little mahal, his little palace. You know why? He was contented with what he had. If you have a little kutia, it is your kingdom. It is your mahal. Don't mind how big or small. It is your home. And it is your kingdom. But he doesn't see the little mahal or the little kutia. He sees a big mahal. He doesn't see the little broken fence he has. He sees beautiful fence. He begins to worry. Where is my children? Where is my wife? Some rich person has come and overthrown my little kutia. And he begins to worry. And as he begins to worry, he calls. He calls out to whoever is in the house. And he sees, my dear friends and devotees, he sees children running, coming. And he's worried. But again, he has faith in his Krishna. How many of us have faith in God? Tonight I ask you a beautiful question. How many of us have faith in Bhagwan? How many of us will place our lives in the hands of God and have faith in God? Something to think about tonight. We should have faith in God. Because when we have faith in God, even impossible becomes possible, my dear friends. And so, he stands there and he's looking at the mahal. And while he looks at the mahal, my dear friends, what takes place? The Katha tells us.
Sudama mandir dekhi dare, Sudama mandir dekhi dare, dekhi dare Goriya dekhi dare, dekhi dare Goriya dekhi dare, Sudama mandir dekhi dare, Sudama mandir dekhi dare. कहा गए में राम जो परिया, कहा गए में राम जो परिया, कहा गए में राम जो परिया, कंचन महल करे हो, कंचन महल करे, सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे, सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे, देखी रे गोरिया देखी रे, देखी रे गोरिया देखी रे, सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे, सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे.
As he calls out, my dear friends and devotees, who he sees running, coming outside. He sees a lady dressed like a Rani, like a queen. And she's running, coming out of the doorway. And as he looks, he recognizes that this is a Dulahin. Immediately, my dear friends and devotees, he runs towards the Mahal. And as he runs towards the Mahal, what takes place? The bhajan tells us.
घर के रानी आए द्वार पर, घर के रानी आए द्वार पर, नन्ना प्रेम धरे हो, नन्ना प्रेम धरे, सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे, सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे, देखी रे गोरिया देखी रे, देखी रे गोरिया देखी रे, सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे, सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे. हो गिरिधारी एक निधान से, हो गिरिधारी एक निधान से, नित्य कर करे हो, नित्य कर करे, सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे, सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे, देखी रे गोरिया देखी रे, देखी रे गोरिया देखी रे सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे सुदामा मंदिर.
Sudama, my dear friends, he embraces the Dulahin. And as he hugs her, the children run comes him. And as the children run and come towards him, Sudama falls to the ground. And as he falls to the ground, tears is flowing from his eyes. And while he tears is flowing from his eyes, my dear friends, he begins to pray. He's on the ground. And he begins to pray. He begins to offer salutation to Krishna. And what is he praying for? The Katha tells us.
एक घर वाला घर के बीहर, एक घर वाला घर के बीहर, घर के खोजा करे हो, घर के खोजा करे. सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे गोरिया देखी रे गोरिया देखी रे सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे सुदामा मंदिर देखी रे सुदामा मंदिर.
एक बार बोले कृष्ण करे अलार की. My dear friends, he falls to the ground and begins to pray. Tears is flowing from his eyes. You know why? He begins to thank Bhagwan Krishna. Bhagwan, I know this is your miracle. I know that this is your blessing, O Lord. I didn't ask for anything, but you knew what was in my heart. Once you go before God, my dear devotees and bhaktas, with love in your heart, God knows everything. Once you place faith in God, He will lift you out of any situation that life may bring. Once you have Shraddha, confidence in God, He will protect you from whatever life brings towards you. Just like Krishna Bhagavan protecting the devotees of Vrindavan when he lifted the Govardhan mountain with his finger to protect them. He will protect you too. But we must have love in our hearts. Faith, Vishwas, confidence in your Lord. And when we have this, my dear devotees and bhaktas, we have the blessing of Bhagwan. When we have this, my dear devotees and bhaktas, I'm not saying nothing might go wrong in your life, you know. But remember, whatever happens in life happens for a reason and happens for the best. And always remember, God knows best. We might want things a certain way, but Bhagwan has a greater plan for all of us. When things happen in life, simply say, Jai Shri Ram. Bhagwan, I know that you know best. And I know that whatever is happening in life, it's happening for a reason. Have faith in God and have confidence. Just like Sudama. Sudama never thought in his life that he will have a mahal. And today, he has a mahal. He was grateful, he was happy for Krishna when he saw the mahal that Krishna had. And remember in Katha I told you earlier, whenever you see someone becoming successful in life, be happy for them. Because your success is right around the corner. But when we have jealousy and hatred, it just block your success, you know. Nobody will block your success. We just block it ourselves when we have jealousy and hatred and anger. And then you know what we just say? If you bounce your toe, Jai Bhagwan. Anything that goes wrong in your life, you look to blame somebody for it. And we just do that. Everything that goes wrong in your life, you look for somebody to blame. And when it have nobody to blame, Jai Bhagwan, the poor dog does get blamed sometimes. Uncle Kenny and the dog does get blamed. My dear friends and devotees, but how many times in our lives we sit down and think about where did I go wrong? What did I do wrong that today I am in this situation? And try to correct it. Because everything that goes wrong in our lives and everything that may seem to be wrong It is because of our actions. Because it is the reaction that we are facing. So be happy for each other. Be contented with whatever you have. One day, good things will come your way too. Better days are always ahead, my dear devotees. And so, he offers salutation to Krishna. He offers gratitude. And likewise, I remind you tonight again, that in life, we must take time to offer gratitude to God and thank God for His blessings and His darshan. Sudama embraces his Dulahin, his children, and they enter into the Mahal, praising Shri Krishna Bhagwan, singing praises to the Divine Lord. They offer gratitude and salutations to the feet of Krishna. Ek baar bole Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai. At this time we join a beautiful bhajan as we glorify the Divine Lord whilst Havan is in progress.
कान्हा कन्हैया नंद लाला ओ मुरली वाला ऐसे भजाए मुरली मुरलिया जादू बजे कान्हा कन्हैया नंद लाला ओ मुरली वाला कान्हा कन्हैया नंद लाला ओ मुरली वाला ऐसे भजाए मुरली मुरलिया जादू बजे कान्हा कन्हैया नंद लाला ओ मुरली वाला कान्हा कन्हैया नंद लाला ओ मुरली वाला ऐसे भजाए मुरली मुरलिया जारू बजे देखो कौन कन्हारी कैसे रास रचाए ऐसे तान सुनाए सुरभुरु सब है बेसारे बाजे ओ चला हो निराला ओ मुरली वाला बाजे ओ चला हो निराला ओ मुरली वाला बाजे ओ चला हो निराला ओ मुरली वाला ऐसे भजाए मुरली मुरली जारू बजे कान्हा कन्हैया नंद लाला ओ मुरली वाला कान्हा कन्हैया नंद लाला ओ मुरली वाला ऐसे भजाए मुरली मुरलिया जारू बजे कान्हा कृष्ण मुरारी गोवर्धन गिरिधारी कान्हे माथ के तोरे सुनते में तेरी गौरी कान्हा कृष्ण मुरारी गोवर्धन गिरिधारी कान्हे माथ के तोरे सुनते में तेरी गौरी आगे बदरिया
बुरे श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय. Karauja, I invite you all to please stand for the final Purna Mahuti, followed by our RTM mantras this evening. Om Purnamidha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnavam Shantihi Swaha Achman. Om Sarva Papaharam Divyam Gangayam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayaratam Grihanam Parameshwaram. We find the fire. Baraspati Rasura Bhuto Yoghandyuganyutamaha Agrihan Sarvadevanam Dupoyam Bradirahidam. Saraswati blessing. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tat Saviturvarinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodyatam. Om Sajam Chavarti Samyuktam Vahinayochitamaya Deepagrihan Devasyam Rehelukyatimirapaham. Jai 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 Bhagwatam. 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 Jai Jai Bhagavat Bhagavan ki आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती. जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती. ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मोक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेन निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला. ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मोक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेन निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला. हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही जग के मंगल की आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती. ये शांति दीप पावन पुनीत सा वो तो मिटाने वाला हरि दर्शन खाने वाला. ये शांति दीप पावन पुनीत सा वो तो मिटाने वाला हरि दर्शन खाने वाला. ये सुख करनी ये दुख हरनी ये सुख करनी दुख हरनी यह मधुसूदन की आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती. जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती. ये मधुर बोल जग पंत कोल सन मागनी खाने वाला बिगड़े को बगाने वाला. ये मधुर बोल जग पंत कोल सन मागनी खाने वाला बिगड़े को बगाने वाला. श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही प्रभु के महिमा की आरती. पापियों को पाप से है आरती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। ले लो बिहारी नंद लाला दहिया मोरी ले लो। ले लो बिहारी नंद लाला दहिया मोरी। दहिया मोरी ले लो। 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 ले लो बिहारी नंद लाला दहिया मोरी ले लो। ले लो बिहारी नंद लाला दहिया मोरी ले लो। कहावे के हम तू काहे ग्वालना। कहावा के हमें तू काहे ग्वालन। काहे तू काला नाम हो दैया मोरी ले लो। ले लो बिहारी नंद लाला दैया मोरी ले लो। ले लो बिहारी नंद लाला दैया मोरी। दहिया मोरी ले लो। 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 ले लो बिहारी नंद लाला दहिया मोरी ले लो। है तुमका लोटा गंगा बहा की। है तुमका लोटा गंगा लबा की। अमृत बन रानी हो दैया मोरी ले। ले लो बिहारी नंद लाला हो दैया मोरी ले। ले लो बिहारी नंद लाला हो दैया मोरी। दहिया मोरी ले लो। 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 दहिया मोरी ले लो बिहारी नंद लाला दहिया मोरी ले लो। ले लो बिहारी नंद लाला दहिया मोरी ले लो। जय 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 भागवतम। जय 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 भागवतम। जय भागवत भगवान की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है आरती। ओम मंत्रहीनम क्रियाहीनम भक्तिहीनम जरारणम यत्पूजितं मया देवा परिपूर्णं तरस्मि। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियर्वा पुर्यात्मना वा प्रकृतिं सुभौतं करोमि यज्ञ सकलं परस्मै नारायणायते समर्पयामि. With love, for devotion we pray. त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धु त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं त्वमेव सर्वं. हरि ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. With hands clasped together, turn to the person next to you and say Sitaram. Shakabar kaho re Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. Shakabar kaho re Sitaram, 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 Sitaram.
This evening, my dear friends and devotees, as we say Sitaram, we bow to the divinity within that person. For Bhagwan is within each and every one of us. For He is here, there, and everywhere. Shakabarak Hore Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. एक बार बोले के चानन स्वामी की, उमापति महादेव की, आज शक्ति दुर्गा माता की, पवन पुछ हनुमान की, बोले कृष्ण कन्हैयालाल की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की, जय जय सीताराम. You may have your respectful seats, my dear friends, devotees. Arti Prasad, Panchama to come your way. Bhojan is prepared for each and every one to take to your home. To your left, of course, you receive your Bhojan. And of course, tomorrow evening we join in a beautiful katha, once more again, taken from the golden pages of the Shiva Mahapuran. Let me take the opportunity this evening to thank the members of our group joining with us this evening. May Bhagwan richly bless each and every one of you. And may Bhagwan richly bless all you wonderful bhaktas and devotees joining with us this evening in devotion. And of course, to all those joining with us via our live stream on Media Concepts 29, I extend Bhagwan Shri Krishna blessings to Bhai Kishan Ji and of course the Media Concepts 29. Jai Sitaram.